Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Isla and thank you for being here. In today's video, I wanted to talk about embodiment and how I believe that embodiment is one of the greatest secrets in our ability to consciously manifest. So, what do I mean by embodiment? When we think a thought habitually with conviction, that thought becomes a belief. So we shape our beliefs through the thoughts that we think habitually with conviction. And when we have a belief about ourselves, we become the walking, talking, breathing expression of that belief. AKA, we are the embodiment of that belief. Now, the reason that this is relevant is that when it comes to life, to our own individual personal realities, we are experiencing what we are rather than what we want. So your life is a reflection of what you are. And the relevance of that is what you are your beliefs that you are embodying. So why I find this revelation to be so exciting and so empowering is that we each possess the ability and the authority to consciously curate our beliefs. And in doing so, we are consciously cultivating what we are embodying. When you are embodying something, you become magnetic to that. So you are either attracting or repelling people, places, things, and circumstances that align with what you are embodying. So if you have ever tried any manifestation techniques, because I know manifestation is such a hot topic in like the spiritual world, and rightfully so, because that is what we are here to do. Also, to caveat that is to remember that we are already master manifestors. You are manifesting every second of your life. So you don't necessarily, it's about learning how this process works, but you are already doing it. Your life is a manifestation of what you are embodying. So when it comes to these conversations of conscious manifestation, if you do a practice once or twice, I'm here to tell you that's not enough. Like, there's no way, unless you've done so much internal work already, it's very unlikely you are going to practice manifesting whatever it is, a house, dream job, dream partner, whatever, one or two times, no matter how intensely you feel about that thing in that one or two times. It's not very likely that you are going to attract whatever it is you're trying to manifest if you have really attempted to do it once or twice. And I know a lot of these manifestation gurus do kind of allude to it being an instantaneous thing, where in reality, the evidence is all around us. There is a gestation period when we are manifesting anything, whether it is a new human life, whether it is a seed that we're planting on in the ground in order to manifest a tree. There is a gestation period between when our intention of creating whatever it is and when that thing actually becomes a reality. So that it needs to be said when we're having these conversations about consciously manifesting. But in the gestation period, there's so much power and there's so much for us to be working on. And one of our top priorities when we are attempting to manifest something consciously in cooperation with that universal energy field that is permeating and saturating everything around us, everything in our lives, everything on planet Earth, everything in the universe, including our bodies, when we are attempting to consciously cooperate with that power, it is through our embodiment that we are giving information to this power. Again, because what you are embodying is what you are magnetizing into your life. So when it comes to consciously manifesting, your work is to become the embodiment of whatever it is that you are attempting to consciously manifest. And when you do, it will become inevitable. Inevitable. And I have proven this to myself time and time again. I am saying that from a place of experience because I was that person who was embodying such low quality thoughts and beliefs about myself. And therefore, I was experiencing such a low quality life. So low. It was just, it sometimes makes me sad to think about all those years that I spent just self-induced suffering in my life because I kept attracting people, places, things, and conditions that were a reflection of these low quality thoughts and feelings that I was embodying. But it's part of the course. That's how we learn. That's what we are here to do. That's the relevance of contrast, and that's another topic. It is fascinating, but we do not have to get stuck in the contrast, meaning people, places, things, and circumstances that we do not enjoy. We do not have to get stuck experiencing those things in a never ending cycle. And we are able to radically reshape our lives by understanding the power of embodiment. And from there, taking on this responsibility of reprogramming our beliefs. And we do that by taking inventory of our habitual thoughts and how we are defining what we are feeling. And it is from this place we are able to consciously cultivate what we are embodying. So, going back to when you are attempting to consciously manifest something, it's not likely that it's going to work if you intensely focus on it once or twice without doing the foundational work of embodying your worthiness, embodying the richness that lives within you, that makes you magnetic to financial freedom, to miraculous financial experiences, money falling into your lap from the clear blue sky, which I have experienced so many times and I continue to experience. And the latest manifestation of that was just yesterday. And this is a good example of I set an intention a little less than 2 weeks ago, just as an experiment for myself. The intention was that I was going to pay off the remainder of what I owe on my truck. So I set the intention. I knew that I had done the foundational work of embodying my worth, embodying the richness that lives within me, that lives within all of us. It is the same richness that lives within nature. We are not separate from that. So I knew I'd already built this foundation of embodying these high quality beliefs. And I really just wanted to do as a fun experiment for myself. I didn't know where the money was going to come. It's a decent amount of money. And it's through being consistent and doing this work that I've been able to open up my mind, my definition, my perspectives as to how money can come to me. And lo and behold, yesterday, a family member of mine called and they had closed a big deal, and they're known for being quite generous and will often give money to others just to pay it forward. And it was not anything that I was expecting. It wasn't even anything that I was thinking of. And they told me they were going to give me this certain amount of money, and it's the exact amount of money that I owe on my truck. So when I get this money, I'm going to pay off my truck just to have just to be delighted in that. And a part of you feels like it's just the most natural things when those things manifest. But there's also a part of you that is going to be delighted to no end. And that is that power, that is that universal energy that is seeking to be delighted through us, as us, right? Because the power, the same power that is responsible for the harmony and the symphony and the genius of nature and of the universe, that power lives within each and every one of us. It is seeking to experience what it is capable of through us, as us. And it only knows how to express itself in miraculous ways. The evidence is all around us in nature and in the universe. We are not separate from that. So when we cooperate with this power through consciously cultivating high quality thoughts, thoughts that are satisfying, that are productive, that are healing, that are nourishing, that are life affirming. This power delights in that. And it will continue to attract people, places, things, and circumstances into your life in a way that is delightful, that brings you pleasure, that is enjoyable, that is exciting, and that defies anything that you could ever imagine. Our imaginations are so powerful. They can be almost I don't want to say unbelievable, because the thing about our imagination and belief is that in order to see something, you have to believe it. And I know that that goes against the most common ideology of I'll believe it when I see it, but that's the reverse. You have to believe it in order to see it. And our imagination, when we allow it, it really does have no bounds. It has no limitation. It's just a matter of, can you believe whatever it is you're imagining? Are you able to genuinely believe that that thing is possible, or that you are worthy of whatever it is that your imagination is creating? It's all a matter of belief, which is embodiment. Because again, when you think a thought habitually with conviction, you are shaping a belief, and then you become the living, breathing, walking, talking expression of that belief, aka the embodiment of that belief. And that is how you're magnetizing. And my camera cut out. So I think I was saying it is through what you are embodying that you are attracting and magnetizing people, places, things, and circumstances into your life. And again, I find this to be so empowering because we each possess the ability to consciously cultivate high quality thoughts. And by doing that, we become the embodiment of these high quality thoughts. And therefore, we create high quality, exciting, delightful lives that we are able to witness and experience. So, yeah, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave them below. I hope this message resonated with somebody out there and just gets them excited and motivated about life and the potential that lives within them. So, yeah, again, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave them below. I am the most grateful that you dropped by. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will catch you in the next one.